Tata Samadhi Yoga Riddhi Tapa Vidya Viraktimatum Teba Cha Ekoi Kasha Shishya Dehasya Angsham Adat Ajam Jatata Samadhi Yoga Riddhi Tapa Vidya Viraktimat. Synonyms: Teba, to them, Cha, and Ekoikosha, each one, Shasya, of his own, Dehasya, body, Angsham, part, Adat, gave, Aja, the unborn Brahma, Jat, which thought that, Samadhi, deep meditation, yoga, concentration of the mind, riddhi, supernatural power, tapa, austerity, vidya, knowledge, virakti, renunciation, mat, processing. Translation and purport written by Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: to each one of these sons, the unborn creator of the universe gave a part of his own body, which was characterized by deep meditation, mental concentration, supernatural power, austerity, adoration, and renunciation. Purport: the word Viraktimat in this verse means process of the qualification of renunciation. A spiritual realization cannot be attained by materialistic persons. For those who are addicted to sense enjoyment, a spiritual realization is not possible. In Bhagavad Gita, it is stated that those who are too attached to seeking material possessions and material enjoyment cannot reach Yoga Samadhi. Absorption in Krishna consciousness. Propaganda that one can enjoy this life materially and at the same time spiritually advancing in simply bogus. The principles of renunciations are four. 1. To avoid illicit sex life. 2. To avoid meat eating. 3. To avoid intoxication. And 4. To avoid gambling. These four principles are called tapasya or austerity. To absorb the mind in the Supreme, in Krishna consciousness, is the process of a spiritual realization. Thus, and the Bhakti Vedanta purport of third canto, 20th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Conversation between Maitreya and Vidura. Om Ajnanantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Shayangarupa Kadamayam Dadati Shapadantikam Bandehang Shri Guru Shri Juta Pada Kamalam Shri Gurum Vishnavamsha Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Shagana Raghunatanitam Tang Shajivam Shadaitam Shavadutang Purijana Shahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Shagana Lalita Shri Vishakanitamishcham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandha Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavane Vrishabhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Hari Priyam Vancha Kalapataro Vyashta Kripa Sindhu Vyaya Evacha Patitanang Pavanebbo Vaishnavebbo Namo Namo Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Devya ekokoisha shishya dahasya angsham adat aja jat tat samadhi yoga riddhi tapa vidya viraktimat. Here, that is Brahma, that here to each one of the sons, the unborn creator of the universe gave a part of his body, which was gave a part of his body. Was characterized by deep meditation, mental concentration, supernatural power, austerity, adoration, and renunciation. So, Brahma, he was given his body to his creator. What are they? They are all the Muni Rishis. So Muni Rishis, they are actually doing the meditation, very deeply meditation on the and giving the body to the for creation of the Muni and Rishis. So Muni Rishis in Shakta Yoga, what they used to do, years after years, they used to do the tapasya. And after that, in they could not able to get the Krishna Prem at that time. Here, Srila Prabhupada mentioned that the only Krishna Prem, it is actually available in Kali Yuga before, after 500 years back. That is only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after he came, then he was given this Krishna Prem. Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna Upadesh amar aggai Guru hoya taro desh. So then he was giving that Krishna Prem. So he first given the Krishna Prem to his one disciple, that is in at that time it was called the East Bengal, that is Tapan Mishra. So he first given to the Tapan Mishra Hare Krishna Mahamantra and told him, instructed him to go to Prayag and distribute Krishna consciousness. At that time, his wife was pregnant. Then he was thinking, how can he go? But he has a prem. That is, he was so absorbed in the Krishna prem. He convince his wife, and both of them went to the Prayag, and they are spreading a Krishna consciousness. In Prayag, it was very much full of the Mayavadis. It was full of Mayavad. So it is very difficult to spread Krishna consciousness over there. Though Mahaprabhu told to him that you go there, I will see you later. So when Mahaprabhu came, Mahaprabhu went to Vrindavan. So on the way to the Vrindavan, then he met he stayed with the Tapan Mishra's house and joined actually attended in the Mayavadis meeting. At that time, it was full of Mayavad over there. So then the finally Mahaprabhu was able to spread that his Krishna Prem to the Mayavad. Then all the Mayavadis, they are converted into Krishna consciousness. So here, Srila Prabhupada mentioned that those are who attached in the material nature, too much attached, they are unable to get that Krishna Prem. Krishna consciousness is not so easy things actually. So we must have to avoid the material attachment. So the avoid means that for renunciate of that renunciation, that means there are mainly in ISKCON that Srila Prabhupada provided that 4 regulatory principles. That 4 regulatory principles, the person who maintain, he is in tapasya state. So that is that then they can practice the Krishna consciousness and they will be spiritualized in the Krishna consciousness. So in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it was also mentioned that Deva Deja Guru Praga Pujanam Shocham Arjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsacha Sharirama Tapa Ushchatem. What does it mean? The austerity of the body, consists in worship of the Supreme Lord. The Brahmanas, the spiritual master, and the superiors like the father and mother, and in cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence. So we must this is the austerity. And you can see Bhagavad Gita also 18th chapter, lot of talks actually Krishna told to Arjuna also. So the finances and the austerities so far, the bodies concerned in Shuddha Yuga, the Muni and Rishis, they are doing the austerities, finances, Ashtanga yoga, all kind of yoga. So they could not able to associate with Krishna. So then when Kali Yuga came, so Dwapar Yuga, when Dwapar Yuga came, then all the Muni Rishis, they are able to associate with Krishna. That as an Gopis, Gopas, so they used to be all the Gopi and Gopikas, they are not ordinary soul. They are the Muni and Rishi in their previous life. There are different types of gopis and gopas also. So all the Muni Rishis are the gopis and then gopikas. So they are participating in the Krishna Lila. That is with the Krishnas, that is Krishna Lila. So now that and before 500 years back, there is there was also a Vaishnava Dharma was there. That is in South India, that Ramanujacharya, Madhavacharya, then all are in the Vaishnavas, great Vaishnavas. Mahaprabhu accepted that. That is they are the Vaishnavas. So in what they used to worship only the Krishna, not Radharani, no Radharani along with that. Then after 5 years of 500 years back, Mahaprabhu, after took the sannyas, then he was on the way to the Jagannath Puri. So from when he was going to Jagannath Puri, at that time, Nityananda Prabhu along with him. And he was, Nityananda Prabhu was giving a lot of talk with the Mahaprabhu that you are going to Jagannath Puri. From Jagannath Puri, you will go to South India, and from South India to the Vrindavan. So if you go to South India, then you will see that so many Vaishnavas, they are only worshipping the Krishna only. They do not worship the Radharani. So you please establish that the Radha and Krishna should be worshipped. And so you please, if you go to South India, you please establish that Radha Krishna Jugal worship. So here, why it is, the reason is that Radharani is not only the Shakti Tattva, she is a Prema Tattva. As Jiva Goswami Path, he was written in his book, that is that Radharani is a Prayashi Tattva. So must have to worship the Prayashi Tattva to get the Krishna. So in Madhavendra Puri, the Madhavacharya, Ramanujacharya, they are only the Krishna. So Madhavendra Puri, he got the Krishna, Gopal Krishna, under the soil. Then he took, and that Krishna is now worship in Gujarat. So that is the only the Krishna. When Mahaprabhu went there, then he established that Prayashi Tattva in South India to worship along with Krishna, worship along with Srimati Radharani. So we cannot avoid that Radharani's worship. So that is again. Actually, Radha Krishna together, the worship was established by Nityananda Prabhu. That Nityananda Prabhu first told to Mahaprabhu to establish that. Then Mahaprabhu was able to establish that. In our Acharya Burgos, also Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, also they also established that Prayashi Tattva to achieve Krishna. So Nityananda Prabhu, without any mercy of Lord Nityananda, so nobody can get the Krishna Prem. It is impossible. That is Nitayar Korona Habe Broje Radha Krishna Pave. So without any mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, nobody can get the mercy of Lord Krishna. So now, what is the meaning of that? Not get the mercy of Nityananda. So Nityananda Prabhu, that is, he was yes, again, without any Nityananda Prabhu, he was an Balaram. That is his first expansion. Krishna's expansion is a Balaram. Then that is the Lord Nityananda. So he is the Guru Tattva. He is the prime Guru Tattva of the so through his mercy, then we can get the mercy of Lord Nityananda. So here the one thing Srila Prabhupada also he was also mentioned that in actually in Bhagavad Gita that is Devadijo Guru Praga Jaisha Pujanam Shocha Sharalata Brahmacharya Palana Sheishava Siddha Hai Sharil Tapasya Anat Bega Karabaka Kimba Priya Pasya. What does it mean? That means then Deva, Dijo, Guru, and Praga. The previous verse it was also mentioned that that is without any we must have to worship to Guru and we have to maintain Shocha and simplicity and the Brahmacharya renunciation. Then our body, mind, and intelligence, everything will be clean. Then if we start the worship to Krishna, then very easily we can achieve the Krishna Prem. That Srila Prabhupada mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So our sadhana, we must have to avoid that 4 rules and regulation, just avoid by the 4 rules and regulation, then chant the at least 16 rounds very deeply, then we will be achieve very nicely that Krishna Prem. We will get the Krishna Prem. So actually Krishna Prem to get, that is in Nectar of Instructions also it was mentioned that is Ado Shraddha Sadhu Sangha Atha Bhajana Kriya Tato Anartha Nivritti Shata Tato Nishta Ruchis Stata. That means that first we must have to achieve that we must have to have the Shraddha. That is Shraddha is not so easy, and Shraddha means that in Chaitanya Charitamrita mentioned that Shraddha Shabde Vishwash Kahe Sudrira Nishchoy Krishna Bhakti Hoile Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. If we established our Shraddha, faith on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, Guru and Krishna, then everything will be achieved. So this is that prema tattva, that is how it comes. That prema tattva, it is also that is because in different stages of the prem. That is, what are the different stages? Sneha, man, pranay, rag, anurag, bhav, mahabhav. That is also prema tattva. So this prema tattva, this mahabhav, it is also divided into 2 types. That is called ruda or the ruda, or madan or modan. These are the division of the mahabhav. So this is after Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, it was mentioned, explained in his Madhurya Kadambini very nicely, that given one example that creep, how creeper is going, and from seed to fruits, ripened fruits, how it is going. That is the prema tattva, how it is come, it is comes. So whatever we are working, that is, we must have to be uh, uh, very careful what kind of karma we are doing. That is either shakam karma or nishkam karma or prema bhakti. So, see, prema bhakti is only if we serve Lord Nityananda Prabhu, then we can uh, get the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Then we can mercy from Srimati Radharani, then we can get the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. This is the way of Bhakti Yoga. The other yogas, that is that in previous verses, it was a few, two verses, it was mentioned that Ashtanga Yogi and all other yogis, no, it never we get the Prema Tattva. Never we got the Krishna Prema. So yes, they can, there is Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Dhyana Yoga. We can go after the in Dhyana Yoga, we can see Paramatma and not the Krishna Prem. The Krishna Prem is the ultimate of our achievement, actually. So that is the Bhakti Yoga. Without any Bhakti Yoga, then for that Krishna in Srimad Bhagavad Gita was arranged that Karma Yoga, then Jnana Yoga, then Dhyana Yoga, then Bhakti Yoga. So with the Bhakti Yoga, then we can get it, the Krishna Prem. In Srimad Bhagavatam also mentioned that, just I can't remember, that is Akama Sharva Kamova Mukha Kama Udaradi Tibreno Bhakti Jogana Jojeta Purusham Param. Jojeta Purusham Param. That is like a Param Purush. Oh, who is the Param Purush? Lord Krishna is the Param Purush. So we have to achieve, get the mercy from Lord Krishna. And Srimad Bhagavatam also mentions Ate Sanksha Kalapunsha Krishnastu Bhagavan Shayam. Then Brahma Samhita Ishara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadi Radhi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So that is only what we need to get. The Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We must have to serve with great devotion to serve him and to satisfy him, then we can get the mercy. So one example, it was actually His Holiness Giriraj Maharaj. Recently, he mentioned that in Bombay. So you might think, how can we get the mercy? Mercy is not in a shop, in a cupboard. Mercy is that to satisfy the Guru and Krishna, to satisfy the devotees. Then the Krishna will give the mercy. That mercy automatically will come. Then, if we go to any Maharaj comes in the temple, Maharaj bow down and please give me the mercy. One time I was in Twago temple and Jagdat Maharaj was in his room. So I knocked the door and Jagdat Maharaj was opened the door and I bow down. Then I asked, he was looking to me and I was asking, Maharaj, please give me the mercy. Then Maharaj was telling, do you think it is selling in the market? Mercy is selling in the market? That is also my experience with Jagdat Maharaj. That so mercy is must have to satisfy Guru, Krishna, Vaishnavas. Then the mercy will come. So today's verse is the last verse of this chapter. That is that we must have to avoid all the four regulatory principles. chant very deeply Krishna's concept, then we can get the mercy from the Guru and Vaishnavas through Srimati Radharani, then we can achieve the mercy of Lord Krishna. So I am concluding in here, though if anything wrong, please forgive me. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Madhupati.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
No.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
I'd like to wish you all a safe and Krishna conscious day and week ahead. And we'd like to offer our prayers to Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Ina Singha Jaina Singha Jai Jaina Singha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Vringa Mugla Vira Mahavishnu Jalantam Sarvatam Mukham Singham Vishnu Bhadram Mithya Mityam Namiham Nrsimha Bhagwan ki Jai, Maharaj ki Jai. That's all for our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Mancha
Vanchakalpatarubhyasya
Vaishnav Devi Namaha Vaishnavinda ki Jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Premanande Hari Hari.
Thank you, Dattatreya Prji.